that's how you open up communication anyway. Like, what the hell are you supposed to be? Oh, the cool colors. You know what I mean? What is Smithers doing right now?
Know.
I fixed it. Fuck. Shut up.
He's mad. He's a mad guy.
Yes, I am. It's frustrating.
Was he even taught?
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't care. Nobody wants to hear Brick anyways. I'm sorry. I love you.
Okay.
Hey, guys. Hey,
Well,
guys.
what does the chat say?
The chat says it is fixed now because I just checked it.
Okay.
So shut up. Sorry about that, everybody. Anyways, this is episode 260. You know what? I'm just going to call it episode 270. Fuck you, Mark.
It's actually 268.
Technically, we did 268 when we were at Wizard World. We just didn't get to post it.
Audio got fricked.
Fine, it's 269 then. You're still wrong.
I can see
Nice.
the thumbprints on your glasses. You disgust me.
Does that bother you? Because I'm not doing anything about that.
How can you How can you look out of those and just be fine? You've never had to wear like corrective
The
lenses, have
smudge
you?
is right here, so I don't have to look at you. It's perfect.
Wow. You don't wear glasses, do you?
No.
I respect that. That's a personal blur that you're just doing of Smithers. That's
A very
perfect.
stupid move.
I have
but
22/20 vision, like Tiger Woods.
I don't know what that means.
Elite.
But okay.
He's got eagle vision. He can see closer than
Yes.
most people.
I should have been Sam the Eagle for this. Brick, when you got that message from Mark this morning, hurry up and get a costume together. How hard did you laugh?
I was right with Mark. I was like, I need a costume. Absolutely. Let's get creative with it. And I
Yeah.
want to not have my body anymore. I want to be a 10-pound little head floating
Christmas
in the
is
air.
2 months away, and you're already a Grinch.
I'm a Grinch 12 months out of the
Thinking
year.
it's funny to dress up on
Mhm.
Halloween? Oh, God, dude.
I don't think it's funny. What's funny is that you called me, or you messaged us 2 hours before, like, this is a great idea. Like, we didn't have all fucking week to think about it.
Well, it's Halloween, so I expected maybe you had a costume.
No, I don't.
Wow. That's
I don't
your
know.
fault.
I don't know. 2/3 of the podcast managed to get a costume. Pretty clever costume.
Really? Where's
together.
the other one? I don't see yours.
Yeah, it's because I'm only a head because that's a costume.
That's
Where's yours? What is your costume, Smithers?
I'm going as you.
Picking your nose.
Yeah.
Well, let's see you eat it then. If you're true to your
Yeah, you
costume
gotta eat it. You have to.
on
Fat
live.
fucking
Oh,
chance.
what a coward! See, no
Wow,
costume.
Fat
Wow, what a
fucking
Grinch.
chance. Yeah, I'm
No
a coward because I
Grinch.
don't eat boogers.
Can't even stay in Halloween
You
character.
fucking dummies.
No.
Oh,
well,
this is
you're
going to be a
just
train
coward.
wreck of
We
an
want-
episode, isn't it?
There's somebody that wants me to ask you how you
Sorry.
ranked in Mario Party on Friday night.
I don't care.
You lost.
Is it
So
the new
what,
one?
Dead last?
No, I was third.
Oh, wow.
Is it the new one?
Yeah, it's new one's pretty cool. I was going to say this for recommendations, but whatever. The show's off the rails, anyways.
Terrible.
Yeah, it's good. It's a combination of just like the historical, like GameCube, N64 stuff. So like the mini games are there. It's brilliant for them because they get to charge $60 for something that's already been made and programmed. They just port it over to the I almost call it the Wii because I'm old. The
The
Switch,
Switch.
and yeah, it was good.
Is that online? Could you play that online?
I don't know. We played it in person, so I couldn't
Right.
play it. I had to go buy it for Erica yesterday, though. She was like, "I need this game." And of course, I don't have any say in the matter. So, yeah,
Speaking of games, anyone else see that Nicktoons All-Star Brawl game?
the Smash ripoff.
It looks like a Smash ripoff. They have like the Ninja Turtles. They have all real monsters. They've got Ren and
Hey Arnold.
Stimpy. Hey Arnold, SpongeBob.
Really?
Yeah, I
Rocket
think
Power?
Helga's a character. I don't know if they have Rocket Power.
Doug?
I didn't see.
Skeeter?
There's 20 different characters that you can choose from. It looks pretty promising. Like when I look at the gameplay, it looked pretty smooth. I can't pull the trigger just yet. I don't know why. It's only $40 too. It's like not a big deal. But the other thing that I thought was interesting was WB is making a Smash Bros. Style game. So happy that the Smash Bros. Actually
WB?
opened up the avenue. Yeah, so like
Bugs Bunny.
Batman, Superman, Bugs Bunny. Did you hear that?
No. Also, Batman
The-
would just beat Bugs Bunny to death.
Dude, Bugs Bunny is fucking. He is crafty. Are you serious?
He's pretty invincible.
Batman might. He is so good at his craft. It's unbelievable. He's
Fair
fooling
enough.
everybody left and right. No problem,
I'm
dude.
curious to see what the levels will be like in the Nickelodeon one. Will you be able to like brawl it out in Tommy Pickle's house and shit?
Yeah, they have a lot of cool levels actually. Oh,
Yeah.
Reptar's a character.
It's a
Reptar's a character you
dinosaur.
can fight as.
How the fuck?
Well, there was Yoshi,
Yeah, but Yoshi is like
a dinosaur.
the size of Mario.
He's a dinosaur. Yeah.
He is a dinosaur.
Well, in this
I'll
universe,
grant you that. Reptar's supposed
Reptar.
to be like God. That'd be like Godzilla being a playable character in Mortal Kombat.
Maybe he's like Reptar
They
the
have-
toy or stuffed animal or
Oh,
whatever
look,
they
the
had.
creep is here. Hi, creep.
They
There
have-
he is. Trip over that
They
cord.
have Ridley from like that. What is it, Metroid Prime? Who's that giant dragon, that fireball? You ever play that one? He's huge.
Okay.
I'm fine with them adding Reptar. Reptar's the coolest character to play as if you were to choose a fighting character from the Rugrats.
Okay, I saw you.
Remy.
I already saw you.
Dude,
Remy.
chill. Act like you've been there before. He's just so excited to be on camera again.
Don't. Oh my God.
He was just gonna sit there and stare into the camera longingly again. Brick, I was gonna ask because it's been like a month since you've been on an episode. What have you been playing?
I'm still rocking Splitgate. So I'm trying to find a new game, to be honest, because Splitgate's been real and I've been gaming on it hard. It's free. It's a lot of fun, but I'm just kind of waiting for Battlefield to come out next month, and then after that, Halo comes out. There's going to be a game renaissance, if you will, coming up forward. So I don't know where my time is going to lie.
I don't know. I've gotten excited for games like that before, and it's just Cyberpunk all over again. Like, I enjoyed Cyberpunk, but it was billed as the most exciting thing of all time. It's going to be the best game ever, and then it was just mediocre.
Nobody talks about that game anymore.
No, they still advertise for it.
But now there's options. You can do Call of Duty Vanguard. You can do Battlefield 2042. You can do Halo Infinite. You can do, like, there's all these different games coming out that you can kind of pick and choose. It's finally like there's actual content out there for us to play. It's great.
Yeah. Well, we're 5 days out from Forza 5, which will be a Game Pass game. So I'm very excited for that. It won't be on Game Pass until the next Tuesday, but this Friday, the early edition, like the Supreme Edition or whatever, has early access. So I will be playing that. Not that
You gonna stream it for us? Because I wanna see it in action. Then
I actually have been setting something up because I have the racing setup, and I feel like you need multicam along with like what's going on the screen. So I'm working on some of that. Like, you need to be able to see shifting and stuff. I'll figure it out.
ooh, you're gonna do 3-cam. One of you, one close up of your hand shifting, and then one of the actual game itself.
Yeah,
So
can we
they-
get,
see how pro
one
you
just right
are?
on the hand, just like.
I've been wanting to buy one of the actual like shift levers. But
Do
they're
it, dude.
Not fucking cheap.
How expensive are they? $100?
200.
You're a millionaire.
I'm a millionaire.
You're a
Since
millionaire. We
when?
all know it, dude.
Is that what I'm going for? Is Halloween as a millionaire so I can fucking pretend?
Dude, you need to get
Exactly.
an F1 racing helmet and have the camera like right up in your face, just like that show.
I need to be like, I need to have all of my vision obstructed.
Yes.
You need to build a model car in your basement and sit in it only. So that's how far you need to go.
I am not that ingenuitive.
Well, actually, isn't all the shifting like just on the?
It's on their paddles.
That's
like,
how it is on the.
that's how an F1
car
car
too.
is. Yeah, but I mean, I'm not driving an F1 car. Like, I want. That's why I love the feel of a manual transmission.
Mhm.
Like in an actual car, I think it's fun to do, and that's what
Such
I
a
like.
man.
Well, I mean, I don't degrade anyone who drives an automatic. A lot of people just never really were taught and didn't have the opportunity. So who cares? It just, if you want to have complete control over something like that and have it be like a driving experience, you should have a shifter. That's it. All right.
Is your dream vacation to like go on the Autobahn or something and just like go driving?
Yeah, his dream vacation is to go to Berlin and just drive on the highways there.
No, well, my plan is kind of to buy something that I can tune a little bit. You know, there's a racetrack in Joliet, and it's not the oval track. It's not the NASCAR track. I think I've talked to you guys about this before. Like, Groupon used to do driving experiences where you could drive like a Ferrari around the Joliet track, and they do timed laps out there and shit. So that's something I want to do. I want to go out there and like rent some time.
Vacation in Joliet.
I
Have
mean,
you ever been to Joliet?
yes, I've been to
Oh my
Joliet.
god, it's terrible.
They
Sorry.
have a casino there that I've lost a lot of money at.
John lives in Joliet. It's not the best place.
I mean, I grew up in Kankakee. Which one's worse?
Maybe.
Probably Joliet. Yeah, probably Joliet, but still. Anyways, you heard the drop. It's time to talk some trailers. And boy, we got a fucking banger to kick this off with. Because Witcher Season 2 is coming December 17th. Brick, I'm pretty sure you watched Season 1.
Of what?
Witcher. Thanks for paying attention.
Yes. Witcher. Yeah, no, this looks awesome.
Fantastic.
And the premise of The Witcher is just so cool. Like, he's half human, half can deal with this fucking craziness of griffins and dragons and tree people and all these, mythical folk lore. And then it's just a cool concept. But plus, it's Henry Cavill, just a badass. So
He really is. He's great. He's perfect for this.
I'm so happy he switched from like noble Superman dud to just like badass, doesn't give a fuck Witcher badass. Such a cool.
Yeah, lame ass Superman.
Wait, is he a badass though?
Oh, he's a huge. Are you serious? Or wait,
Have
are you
you not
talking
seen
about in
The
real
Witcher?
life?
No, I'm just saying because Brick said badass. I think 4 times.
Badass.
I'm gonna buy you a thesaurus for Christmas. I'm really excited for this. It looks like Ciri is finally gonna get some of her training to be sort of a Witcher, but not really. I don't really know where this is gonna go, but seeing her whoop some ass is great, and also Henry Cavill back with his like black veined face. Here for that, and
Jack
just his
Dotron.
stupid grunting for no reason. Oh, it's so perfect.
Yeah, I didn't finish Season 1. I need to go back. I'm just gonna go back and rewatch it. I think.
How far did you get? I don't understand how you can stop watching. It was such a good show.
I was at the episode with the cave and the dragon.
Okay.
Where they like fight the dragon.
That's like far into the season. You just didn't finish.
I didn't finish.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Next trailer is more of a teaser clip, and this is basically just something I wanted to talk about because it's Keegan-Michael Key and Jordan Peele. So Key and Peele are back together working on something called Wendell and Wild. This is claymation, stop motion style stuff, directed by the dude who brought us Coraline and The Nightmare Before Christmas.
When we say directed, do we assume that he has the same stop motion claymation people that have done Coraline?
Probably. I think that's a safe bet, or at least like the same company. You know how like all the big blockbuster movies use Industrial Light and Magic for their effects? I'm sure there's a studio similar to that does claymation. But if you think about these two, Coraline, he's done more too. These are just the ones that I pulled that were like the big ones. He did Paranorman, which is kind of that same style. So, yeah, I'm way into this. Plus, it's it's going to be goofy as when they work together, especially in animated shit. You remember them in Toy Story 3?
Yeah,
they were like the funniest part of that movie.
Yes.
So I can't wait to see them back working together. I love this.
They're a hilarious duo. This is going to be great. I just don't know what the fuck it is. Looking at this little teaser. It's like what they like broke down this weird monster goo thing and then it like reassembled and they're like, yeah,
it just kind of reminds me of like Real Monsters. So I don't know what the rating on this is going to be. Hopefully they get them a little bit of leeway. It's on Netflix, so they could easily just make this R-rated and weird as fuck.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna let you guys talk about Lightyear because I'm really lukewarm on this. Mark, what'd you think?
I think it's a cool concept. Especially when you're like, all right, we can't do another Toy Story because we can't have Tim Allen in it. So how are we gonna
pivot,
diverge and reassemble all of the?
Do you really think that's what they thought?
I think so.
Okay.
I think well, they had to do something about it. They can't just stop the franchise. It is a cool idea. I thought the trailer was very interesting. I liked the choice of music that they had. They had David Bowie, whatever that song was. It was nice to see. I am skeptical though. I think I'm in the same boat you are.
Brick, thoughts?
Pixar animation looks absolutely gorgeous. Space travel, and I'm just excited to see what kind of what do they have that is going to like placate into the Buzz Lightyear toy that we, became to know and love through the Toy Story movies. Like there's a lot of different mannerisms and stuff that they kind of teased in the trailers that like you see the actual action figure do in Toy Story. I just want to see what else they kind of play off of. I think that could be pretty well done if you know the Toy Story franchise pretty well.
Okay. I did like that there were other members of Star Command there.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of cool, and they're gonna sell 1 million of those toys.
Yeah, I'm curious to
Oh,
see
yeah.
how they're going to make Buzz Lightyear legendary, like what his whole background is going to be. There has to be something at the end where he like saves the world or something.
The meme
I wonder
of him though, that was new Buzz looks like a cop who turns off his body cam. That one fucking got me.
Yeah.
I laughed at that for a solid 5 minutes because he does
That
look
is
like
good.
a dirtbag cop.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how you rev that up too much to make him look that way, but that's what he looks like.
Did you see the meme where they made him Buzz Fieri, like Guy Fieri?
No, but that sounds incredible.
It was great. Somebody photoshopped him into Guy Fieri. It was great.
Beautiful. Yeah,
I'm curious to know if like this would be cool if they did the next evolution of the Toy Story films. They added all of like Buzz Lightyear's little friends in this one, and then they kind of brought his team in and brought Buzz Lightyear back into like the fold, because the rest of the stories have always kind of been more about Woody naturally,
Well,
but like they kind of threw Buzz to the wayside, I feel, after a while, rightfully so, because
well,
Tim
you
Allen.
got Tom Hanks or you got Tim Allen. Who are you going to go with?
Right.
when
Tom
you said
Hanks all
that, Brick,
day.
I actually thought maybe they're going to do a Woody one. Maybe they'll do
Like
some
an old Western?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. That's how he meets Jesse
Yes.
and the horse, and we could get that whole thing. Yeah,
That would be cool.
yeah, this looks fine. It'll be good. Chris Evans is Buzz Lightyear. I don't know. Mark, we clearly have not yet talked enough about Cowboy Bebop because they keep releasing more of it. This was an actual trailer this time.
Yeah.
Anything that
This
stood out to you?
looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, it does.
It does look
I
really
love
good.
the score. The score is very cool. Everything about it, like, it seems like the CGI is going to be fantastic. They're putting a big budget into this, it seems like.
You love the
And
score because that song was the intro to one of the greatest animes of all time, and it also is one of the greatest intros of all time, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That song is
I will
awesome.
just
That's from the
yeah,
original.
I will-
Brick.
brilliant. That trailer alone made me want to just be like, all right, I might just sit down and watch this entire thing before it comes out. Is that even possible?
Yeah, it's 26 episodes and a movie. You could do it.
You don't have
That's
to
not
do
bad.
the movie.
Yeah, you can skip the movie.
It's all on Netflix. Krisky's actually watching the anime, and they were all like, I'm in this friends group, and they're all ripping me apart because they're not into anime. They think I'm the biggest nerd, which I am. But still, I was like, you guys should check this out. John Cho, and I tried like putting it into terms they understand. I'm like, the guy from Harold and Kumar is coming back to recreate this anime, and it's a very popular anime.
He's a dope ass bounty hunter.
Voiced by one of the biggest anime voices of all time, who actually did a lot of the intro to Logic's albums, like the preludes and all that stuff. And they're like, okay, I recognize that voice, but you're still a loser, and no, I'm not checking it out. Krisky, though, is watching it now. He's like, he texts me on the side. He's like, dude, this show is awesome. I'm like, yeah, it is. Tell the whole group to fuck off.
Does it really bother you anymore when somebody tells you that you're a nerd because you like
No,
something?
no,
Because
it
I don't. I think it's been years since I actually gave a shit about that.
It doesn't. It's a great show. Even if you're not into anime or like, I will never watch an anime, just give this a chance.
It's my favorite anime of all time, and it's not close. So,
Watch it.
there was.
Wait, quick question though. Do I have to watch it with? Is there like an English dub, or
It's dubbed,
should
yeah.
I
It's
watch
dubbed.
it?
Dude, it's
Should-
dubbed
should I-
by a guy named Steve Bloom, right?
I don't know.
Isn't it Steve Bloom?
I'll take your word for it.
And no, this guy, the guy that voiced Spike, who's John Cho, just the most legendary, iconic voice of all time. You just have to listen to it.
It's
Word.
a great voice, but I dug out some quotes from the guy who was a writer on this because I had questions of what are they using from the original anime to put in here, and I didn't want it to be a one for one. So Javier Grillo Marjoc, I believe is how you pronounce his name. I tried. You got a show where this is a direct quote. You have a show where you have 26 episodes that are full of colorful villains, colorful stories, colorful adversaries, bounties, and all of that. We're not going to go one-to-one on all those stories because we're trying to tell the broader story of Spike Spiegel and the Syndicate. Spike Spiegel and Julia, Spike Spiegel and Vicious. You get the point.
Yeah.
So I'm excited by the fact that they'll use elements, but it's not going to be a copy of the original. I want
Yeah.
new stories.
Yeah.
I want new information.
But they're going to bring in those famous shots and
Of course.
scenes that we had, like the rose hitting the ground and in the water and like splashing. They
When-
had that in the
yeah.
trailer.
When they play the creepy, vicious music
Yeah.
in the live action trailer, I was like, "Holy shit, this is weird!" But Yeah, I'm waiting for this with bated breath.
I'm more on board for this now after seeing this trailer.
A couple little news bits, and then we'll move on. So Dune was last week. Brick, you didn't get to do the episode with us. Do you want to give us like a 30-second what you liked about it or didn't?
I just thought it was a slow burn, but when I saw like the action and the gravitas of the action and how big everything was, I wish I would have saw it in IMAX, and I think I would have liked it more. I didn't hate it, but I think you should still see it.
All right, good enough. Well, I'm going to put 2 of your floating heads up there to freak everyone out doubly. But the news is that Denis Villeneuve is getting a chance to finish the movie that he made half of. Dune Part 2.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Gotcha.
it's weird. This is coming October of 2023, and if you think about the spectacle of this movie, that's a really tight turnaround.
Yeah, that's a lot sooner than I thought it would be.
They haven't done any pre-production on this. I am very confident that they'll end up delaying this.
Probably.
Which is okay. It doesn't have to be at exactly 2 years later. It's just, I don't know. I'm still mad that they didn't tell a complete story and they just left you and they're like, this is only the beginning. Well, tell me the rest of the fucking story then.
Is it, like, am I crazy to think maybe it would have been a good idea to bag these companies, whatever company did this? Was it Warner? No, it was, I forgot.
I'll look that up.
Whatever. Bag them and be like, hey, can we just fucking get this all out of the way, make 2 movies, we'll split it into 2. Well, we'll make 1 long movie, but we won't stop shooting till it's over. We'll split it into 2. And then assuming it's a hit, then we can start the 3rd, but we have time because we can prolong the 2nd one coming out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get it. This is a legendary film, so technically Warner Brothers owns it.
Okay. I'm just kind of blown they just didn't keep doing it, And
there was so much hype about this, so maybe they felt that they didn't need to.
Yeah.
And that people would wait. But to me, someone who doesn't have any relation to the source material, I did not give a shit.
Yeah. As long as it's not like Avatar, where you're just going to lose interest. No matter how much you like that movie, I don't care who you are, tell me you haven't lost interest over the last 6 years or 7 or whatever it's been.
I don't remember anything that happens in that movie.
I don't either.
It's the most forgettable, biggest blockbuster of all time.
Yeah.
And I can't think of anything else that's even close.
Mm-hmm. I just think it would have made more sense to shoot 2 of these at once, and then you can wait a little bit, then release the 2nd one, but not 2 years. And then you can have time to shoot a 3rd, assuming that it's a hit. And it's no surprise that it's a hit because people fucking love these books.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but if this is a blockbuster. Like, they all got paid for that. You could just double that and you'd be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's going to turn that down, especially if, you're getting 2 movies that release so close. The back end on that, which is how most actors are paid now, at least big actors, that's going to be huge. So
There was a cool photo.
Someone is trying to tell me that the audio is fucked up for Brick.
Well, it's probably because you have 2 now. You have 2 bricks up there. God damn it, Smithers!
Brick, say something.
Just get rid of the 2nd brick.
I don't want to get rid of the 2nd brick.
Just get rid of it.
Damn it, fine. I thought it was funny. You know what? We'll just skip to the next thing.
Oh, hold on. There was a funny picture circulating online from 2018 of Timothée Chalamet on the subway reading Dune. I just think that shit's funny, though.
Did you see
Just,
that
like,
he
seeing
used
how
to have
long
a
they prepped for
YouTube
this.
channel where he made like custom Xbox controllers?
And he admitted he only sold like 2 of them, but he's like, I love this. This was my passion.
Here's some money. Go see a Star Wars.
Why is his head so small now?
I
Oh,
lead
there we go.
back.
Okay, it's Brick's fault this time. There you go.
All right, let me
Better.
know if the audio is still fucked up. Mark and I will kind of carry this for a little while. Gentlemen, that drop means that it's time to do our recommendations. Elise says that I'm dressed as a guy who can't run a podcast today.
Oh shit, that's a great one.
That is a good
I
burn.
will go ahead and tell you to eat shit and go
Yes.
fall down some stairs.
That's a good one.
Okay. Recommendations. I will kick this off because I have a cartoon that is sort of aimed at adults. It's called Inside Job on Netflix, and it fucking rules.
Mhm.
It's got a great voice cast. It's Janice Ian from Mean Girls.
Okay.
It's you remember one of the interns that came in later in the office, the fatter one?
Yeah.
You guys know what
Yes,
I'm talking about.
yes,
He's
yes.
been in a bunch of other movies too, like Sex Drive, just like weird B movies,
Yeah, like
but
the
he's
emo
funny.
hair kind of. Yes.
Yeah,
I-
and
Pretty sure
Bobby
he's in a hot
Lee,
tub time machine.
Yep, that too. John
Belushi.
DiMaggio,
He's dead.
who does like Bender and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But this show's really funny. It's about conspiracies in the deep state. The Janice Ian character is your front character here, and she's just this genius inventor, but it's in the same vein as Rick and Morty, where it's just fucked up stuff. And
Okay.
it's not
And
quite
they
as
go-
weird and out there as Rick and Morty, but it's definitely, you can tell that it's a clone of that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, they can get there. I've been watching the show too, and they have like the lizard people and like the Illuminati and all that. Like they're like kind of playing off of that secret society type shit, which is good. It's a good spin off of, you know, you can get really creative with some of the things that they do in situations that they get in.
I will also mention that I finished Only Murders in the Building with Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez. Very well done. I know everybody else that I've talked to that watched this enjoyed it as well. So if you're looking for kind of a whodunit with a funny side, that's really good. That's on Hulu. It's 10 episodes, just wrapped up. They were dropping it every Thursday or Tuesday or something like that. So very good. Check that out. Brick, what have you got?
I am trying to think of what I've recently been watching. I can't really. Morning Show. I've been watching the Morning Show. That's just Apple TV. Jennifer Aniston, Steve Carell, Reese Witherspoon. Just interesting. It's good cast overall, obviously, and it's just a continuation of the story that they had in 2019.
I have zero interest.
Yeah.
Mark, what about you?
I've already recommended this a few times, I feel like, but Succession is back with season 3. They're on
Hell yeah.
episode 3 right now, I think, and that show is fucking awesome. That might be one of my favorite recent HBO shows.
I agree
really
with
think
that.
So.
I think so because I'm thinking of like Mayor of Easttown was a mini series, so I'm not going to count that. This out of shows that have gone more than 2 seasons, this is in recent memory. This has been one of my favorite HBO shows. Shows in general, honestly, it's fucking amazing. It's about this very wealthy family who owns this media conglomerate, and they're dysfunctional and narcissistic, and
They're playing fucking Game of Thrones in New York City with
With a company.
just nowadays.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're fucking each other
Everyone's-
over, double crossing each other, and they're all directly
Fighting,
related. Their
clawing,
brother and sisters, and their dad. It's
scratching
so
to get
fucked
to
up.
the top.
Yeah.
They're fucked up people. Like for example, in the first season, this is what hooked me in, was when they were like playing baseball in the middle of like a field, and this random kid comes up and they're like, "Yeah, if you hit a home run, we'll give you $1 million." And then they're like, fuck with the kid. Basically, the kid hits it, goes all the way down, and then they tag him out at home, and then they're like, oh well, buddy, and then they just like fly off in a helicopter. You're just like, all right, everyone there is a piece of shit.
That would fuck
And
that
I
kid
love
up
it.
for his whole life.
Yeah.
Oh, so bad.
He immediately started doing heroin. I guarantee it. I need you to tell that to Erica on your way out because she watched one episode and she was like, I hate these people. I can't watch this.
No, well, you're gonna continue hating them.
I want to
But,
watch it.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
really
gotta
good.
I gotta convince her or watch it without her, I guess.
Macaulay Culkin's brother, Kieran Culkin, is one of my favorite characters I've ever experienced. He's great,
He is a ruthless prick.
dude. He's a perfect New Yorker.
The
just
stupid cousin
perfect.
too, just like barfs in the.
Greg.
Oh my god,
Dude, Greg
Greg
might be
is-
the best too. Greg
Greg's the
fucking hilarious.
character. He's so nervous and an outsider to that fucking power family.
He's
It's
so
so
Greg
Yes.
Greg is he's about to be in the deep end. Like Greg is trying to save his ass right now, and he doesn't trust anyone in the family. Oh, yeah, you got to check this out.
spoilers, bro. All right, let's move on. Gentlemen, it's draft time. Been a few weeks. We miserably botched our serial killer draft. We definitely could have done that again, but Instead, since we saw Army of Thieves this week, we decided that we were going to build a heist team. And there's a lot of different ways you can go about doing this, and a lot of other websites and shit have done it. But we wanted to fill 4 roles, 4 very specific roles. You've got the leader, who is the brains of your operation. You've got the hacker, the driver, and the fuck shit up guy or girl, the murderer, who just whoops
the
ass.
weapons specialist.
Yeah. It's pretty straightforward, right? So we said no superheroes, no superpowers, nothing like that. Doesn't have to be from a heist movie, but it can be. I really struggled with like hacker, because hackers are always in heist movies. You don't see hackers in anything else because they're always trying to heist something.
Yeah.
So I think that for the order of this, technically, Brick won the last draft that we did. So we got to let him pick.
Yeah, the only reason I was trying to shy away from heist movies is like the definitive heist movie where if we're picking leader, like picking George Clooney as the leader from Ocean's 11, that's kind of just like, okay, cool, dude.
I don't think he was that good of a leader.
I know, but he did pull off the huge heist.
I guess. All right, Brick, what's the order going to be?
I will go third. Smithers, you can go second. Mark, I'll allow you to go first.
All right. Kick it off, Mark. So when you give us your pick, tell us who it is, what their role is, and why. You don't have to pick this in any particular order.
Yeah.
Just throw it out there and let me know what you think.
I'm going to go with the hacker first. I'm going to pick Elliot from Mr. Robot.
Yeah, that's a pretty obvious one, I think.
Yeah, that's a good
Hacker was the hardest one for me to pick, and Elliot just seemed like a pretty good choice. Regardless of his addiction and all that, he's a resilient guy. Like, even if he's addicted to whatever opioid, like any methamphetamines,
Yeah.
whatever it is, he always pulls through as the hacker.
I think it was morphine.
He doesn't
wasn't
sleep. Yeah, I think it was a bunch of shit.
Yeah, it was fucked
morphine,
up.
cocaine.
But also, he's a
but he
guy
has,
with
like-
extreme anxiety, and if he's like in a world-altering situation, and he's trying to defuse the security system right before,
Yeah,
I feel like he cracks under pressure.
I don't know. I
He has,
think of
like-
a better hacker.
Yeah, he's pretty insane, though. I agree.
All right, I'm second. I will kick this off appropriately with my leader. It is Leonardo DiCaprio, a.k.a. Cobb from Inception. He's the
It's a good
brains
one.
of this. He can go into people's minds if he needs to, get really important information.
Okay.
And also, it's Leo.
I don't remember that movie too well.
I thought you
It's a
So
good
I
one.
can't really
Aren't
argue
you a big
against it.
Christopher Nolan guy.
I am, but I saw that movie when it came out in 2007 or whatever it was.
You should revisit it.
Okay.
I think it's worth it. It's on Netflix.
I know it's a long one, so I kind of stay away from it.
But all Nolan movies are long.
Yeah.
At least in this one, you can kind of understand what people are saying.
Okay.
All right, Brick, you got 2 picks.
I'm going to go first and foremost with my weapons specialist, and that's going to be Agent
Wick.
J.
Yeah.
Simply
Which one was
because
Jay?
Jay's Will Smith.
Okay.
They have the eraser of memories. So when you're friggin' robbing a bank, oh yeah, this never happened. Click, see ya, out, clean.
I mean, I guess. He was never any good with the weapons, though. You should have gone with K.
All you need is one.
Yeah, then he shoots the noisy cricket and gets launched into a fucking truck, and he's gone.
Mhm.
Your heist sucks. Okay, who's
Nope.
your second?
Just because that, I'm going to do a leader, Danny Oceans, because he's pulled off 3 amazing heists.
This is what I'm talking about.
That's
Well, it should have been pick 1-1, but you guys were both hating
fine.
on him.
I know, because I think those movies are bad, and he's whatever.
Nope.
I would
Brilliant
argue
heist.
that the crew carried him more than he
A
was
good
putting it all
leader,
together.
a good leader forms a good crew. It starts from the top. Everyone knows that.
That's-
Plus, he's cool, calm under pressure, and he's done it 3 times, and no one
Didn't
gets
he
hurt.
have
Let's
to go
do
to
it.
Saul for a lot of the guys, and like Brad Pitt knew the majority of the guys that they were recruiting?
Doesn't
That
matter.
sounds
He's still
right.
a
Like
leader.
Basher, he didn't recruit him.
Go ahead.
And wasn't he in like one of those? Wasn't he getting the shit beat out of him like the whole time? And he had to depend
Good
on
leader
his
knows
team
what he
Terrible
does.
Brick.
through.
Honestly,
It
terrible
was a
pick.
distraction. It was the distraction. Go ahead. Go next. Who's
All right.
next?
Next, I'm gonna go with my. I'm gonna go with my. Fuck. Man, okay. I'm gonna go with my hacker, and it's Ving Rhames from the Mission Impossible franchise. I got a few
That's
reasons
good.
here. He's loyal as fuck. He stuck with Ethan Hunt when he was completely like blackballed by the IMF. He's obviously a pro hacker.
Mhm.
He also doubles as muscle because he's fucking gigantic. And Ving Rhames, he's also cool as shit and wears dope hats.
Okay. Dope hats. It's the only reason that's a good pick.
He can hack a fucking satellite, dude. All right, Mark. Who's
It
your
only
second
leaves
pick?
one hacker that I have, and I think Brick might know who. My second pick, I'll go with the leader. I'm gonna do Katniss Everdeen from the Hunger Games.
Wow,
Mark
what a
lost.
horrible pick.
I mean, she can bring a
Mark
whole
lost.
district of people together. She is loyal. She will not double cross you. She can shoot a fucking bow and arrow, and she can just lead in general.
She's indecisive. Couldn't pick between which dude she wanted to bone.
No, she's stuck with what's his name?
I don't remember those
The-
movies
the
very well, to be
smaller
honest
guy.
with you. PETA?
PETA. Yeah.
PETA Malark. Wow, I read those books a long time ago. Maybe that's why I
Whatever,
remember it.
dude. She formed a whole rebellion, and you need somebody that you can trust. And I feel like she is a great pick.
She has zero connections.
And she's a female, and I will say my other two picks are going to be males, so I need a female there, especially a leader, to keep everyone together, to tell people to fuck off, stop being such a baby, shit like that. You just I don't think you should have a whole heist team of men. That's just asking for shit to go wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, I think Ocean's 11 kind of showed you that that wasn't
Well,
the
you
case.
needed Julia Roberts. Julia Roberts
Please.
was
She wasn't in on it. She wasn't.
All right, Mark, give me your third pick.
Didn't Ocean's 11 have a female one though? Wasn't
Ocean's
Yeah,
8.
Ocean's
Didn't they
8.
just
With
spin off?
Sandy Bullock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's my pick again. All right, I'm gonna do the driver. I'm gonna say Jason Bourne. He's just a fucking amazing driver. Done.
Whatever. That's not really his thing, his specialty, if you will.
I think one of his biggest specialties is driving. He's driving in the majority of the scenes.
Okay. Sure. My muscle. I think that I'm going to go with Hit Girl from Kick Ass.
Okay.
Just because she's fucking ruthless. She
Mhm.
has a rocket launcher. She has access to all sorts of weapons. She's in the modern day in a real society, which I think is helpful
Okay.
because she understands what banks are. Maybe we could find an evil mob bank like in Batman, and she'd be like all down to just beat the shit out of everybody and take it down.
But you're thinking more of like from a martial arts standpoint, like one-on-one combat. Fine. When I feel like you still have to have some muscle, like to hold the door closed,
Wow, now
Or
you're just being sexist.
fend people off. Like, is she legitimately strong though?
She's smart enough. Have you seen those
She
movies?
could use.
Isn't she a superhero? No.
I guess.
Wait.
Yeah, if
She's
you guys,
a superhero.
you guys make a ruling on that.
Yeah.
She doesn't have powers, but if you guys don't want me to use it, I can pick somebody else.
No,
I'll
I'll let you
allow
have
it.
that one.
I'll allow it.
I think it's a terrible pick.
See, that's the good part of arguing about
Right.
this.
I'll let you have that one.
Is let somebody pick a bad pick. Okay, Brick, you got two more.
Yeah. So
It's just gonna be Ocean's 11's guy.
right, yeah, just do the whole cast. No, but I'm gonna do my driver. My honorable mention is gonna be Keanu Reeves from Speed, because if he can handle a bus driver, if he can handle a bus with a bomb, he'd be fine. But my pick is
That's
going to be Gosling from Drive.
That's a dumb pick. He's
I
such a
don't need-
stupid idiot. He's doesn't talk. Fuck that guy. That movie sucks.
I
by
don't
the
need
way.
to talk. I don't need to talk. I want my driver just to drive,
It's-
and he's cool and
Why
be
wouldn't
cool.
you just
He's a
pick
cool guy.
like? All right, no, I won't say that because maybe you will.
Whatever.
And then my last pick is going to be my hacker, which is going to be a guy who knows how to get it done in the clutch. And that's going to be,
I forgot.
I'm just with bated breath. It's actually going to be Hugh Jackman Stanley from Swordfish.
That's not a bad pick. I thought about that one.
What about Wade from Kim Possible?
That's not bad. But
I'd
no.
rather have the naked mole rat on my team.
He's not a hacker though.
All right, my last
so
pick.
fast.
I feel as though you can't have a successful heist without Nicolas Cage. So I'm going to pick Memphis Reigns from Gone in 60 Seconds as my driver, as my wheelman.
Okay.
So not only is he an excellent driver, but he also heists and boosts cars. The man knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's Nick Cage.
Nick fucking Cage.
Wait, who is your muscle, Brick?
My weapon specialist was Jay,
Weapon
Agent Jay, with my little memory
All right,
eraser.
Mark. Last pick.
I'm just thinking of a badass dude, and that's Dolph Lundgren from Rocky. My muscle.
He's just a boxer. He probably can't even shoot a gun.
But he's fucking ripped, and he just looks awesome on my
This
team.
is all about the stupid way that you think that this should work. Is that he's jacked? He's my guy.
He's my guy. Imagine just getting knocked out by Dolph Lundgren as you're like trying to catch these guys.
You couldn't even pick your hero Arnold in
You're
one of his
turning the
movies.
corner, and he just fucking winds up with a haymaker, knocks your head right off.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if that's what you want, then
Just fucking body pain all over.
I don't.
him.
I mean, if you're gonna go that route, I think there are just way better options for it.
I was thinking the Mountain from Game of Thrones, but he's just too slow.
I think
He's
also
too much of a brute.
yeah, and also
Not
you
with
just
the
shoot him and he's
times.
dead.
Yeah.
That's you can't take like historical
Mhm.
people from this because you show them a gun and they're just like, I don't know what that is, and then they just
Yeah.
get shot in the face.
Okay.
All right, who were your honorable mentions?
I'll go with my other drivers were Ricky Bobby and Mad Max. And that was
That's
pretty
pretty
much
good.
it for me.
My other driver was Baby Driver, Ansel Elgort.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say on air.
Plus, you would have some dope tunes while you were heisting. I
Yeah,
had a
Baby
lot of
Driver,
hackers.
Dom Toretto. I think my other leader that I could have done was going to be Sneaky Pete. Have you guys
Yeah, I
seen
think
that?
that's a very niche show. I think you
That's
did
why.
right by not
That's why I
picking that.
didn't. Exactly.
Yeah. I
But
had
he's-
Stone Cold Steve Austin as my muscle because he's done a million B movies and having Stone Cold would just be cool. But also the movies that he does are so terrible.
Put the money in the bag, cause Stone Cold said so.
Pretty much. I mean, that's a selling point for
I'm in.
me. I also
I'm in.
had the bride from Kill Bill because she just is a murderer. Seth Green from The Italian Job was a pretty good hacker.
I think
Nobody
a good
picked-
heist is. I think a good heist, you get away with it and don't have anybody chasing you and don't kill anybody. I think that's ideally a good heist. Because
Okay.
when you start to kill people, then you're like, oh shit went bad, oh god, and then you're just the guys from the town, you know.
Fair enough. I also had. Did we not pick anybody from Fast and Furious? That's crazy.
No.
Cypher is a good hacker who we could have picked easily,
Yeah.
but. Nah. All right, let's move on.
Best.
We the best!
Worst.
The worst! She's the worst person in the world. Huge, skank, terrible, but thank you.
Brick, you told me you were going to do a news headline dump for our best man
Yes.
alive.
Let me pull that some bitch right up. Okay. For this, I just thought there was just so many weird headlines that I saw that I was like, I'm just gonna do a real quick rundown of these. There's 11 of them. Okay.
What are we talking about?
Best man.
Just a headline dump right now. So, a father shot his son because he played guitar for an hour. Drunk man dies after biting venomous baby snake in apparent revenge attack. Vatican to exorcists. Please don't try to cast COVID out of people. Romantic encounters between Cuban zoo animals surge during quarantine quiet.
I don't like that at all.
No shit. Syrians to be deported for eating bananas provocatively in Turkey.
Can you imagine being that dude who's just like, you're just hanging out in a country, you're on vacation, and you just like jokingly deep throat a banana, and the next thing you know, you're in fucking prison.
You're in prison getting waterboarded.
Jesus
Full
Christ.
nightmare. Man making $40,000 a year bought $32 million mansion in Vancouver real estate. Dutch university's rare penis plant blooms.
I saw that actually, and it does look like a dick.
Nice. You would look into that deeper. Roblox servers are down, and fans are blaming Chipotle. I don't even know what Roblox even is. Is that like
It's a game, I think.
Minecraft?
Something like that. I don't know. I'm too old.
Can your sex life be eco-friendly? McDonald's creates a McRib NFT because we live in hell. So that's the quick headline dump. I just saw too many and I was like, geez, what the hell is going on in the world today? What the hell,
I don't even have anything to say to those occurrences. So I think with that,
I think we should just let it lie.
Yeah. All right, that fart means that it's time to talk about our movie review for the week.
Is that how it looks on the stream to the right?
Probably. Yes.
Okay.
I'll go fix that.
Drag that over.
Give me an intro for Army of Thieves.
Let me pull this up.
Oh, yeah. I love Dieter. Honestly, I really enjoyed him in this movie.
All right, so we're talking Army of Thieves on the cast today. This is the prequel to Army of the Dead, written and directed. I'm just making that up because I haven't really looked too far into this, by Zack Snyder, guy that did the new Justice League. It's revolving around a mysterious woman who is Natalie Emanuel, right? Yep. Plays that woman. And she recruits a bank teller that we've seen in Army of the Dead, and that's Dieter. Dieter is not only a bank teller, but he also is able to hack into just about any safe. So that's why he's recruited. And this was a movie I was not looking forward to because I'm like, how are you going to do an origin story that, beats Army of the Dead, because that movie wasn't that great, and it's just about this one guy. But this movie actually turned out. It worked. It worked very well. And yeah, it's a heist movie, and it pretty much just revolves around the origin of the safe cracker.
So thanks for covering for me there. This had no right to be as good as it was.
Yeah, it was. I liked it. The story I was kind of blown away by how well it worked.
It had heart, and honestly, I think that this was better than I expected because it had nothing to do with Army of the Dead.
Yes.
They loosely referenced it a couple of times.
Right. Sure.
But not talking. There was barely any zombie talk at all.
Because it was the very beginning stages of it, which was cool. It was cool to reference back, but that was all they needed to do. They didn't need to do anything crazy.
So this is currently at 70% on Rotten Tomatoes, 81% from fans. So I'm glad that people are watching this and enjoying it, because I do feel like this is a good. I'm just going to say this is a see it for me.
Yeah,
and it's not really close. But Mark, you mentioned kind of our setup here. The plot of this is that Natalie Emanuel recruits him to crack this ring of safes. There's this older German guy who our main character is obsessed with, and he created 4 safes before he died. And he's going on this tour to try and break into all of them. And he doesn't even know if he can do it. But you get this eccentric, weird guy who is all of a sudden fitting into a heist crew that's been doing this forever. And I thought that the chemistry was really well done. It was funny. It was meta. They took the piss out of like regular heists movies.
Yeah.
And it was great.
The love story kind of worked too.
Yeah, because they didn't really cram it down your throat.
Yeah.
And
it just happened.
They didn't make it all about that. It was just kind of in the background. So, Brick, why don't you give me your high-level thoughts?
I just thought Dieter was such a likable character throughout the entire movie. And just like, I liked him in the original that they made, Army of the Dead. I just felt like he had great physical comedy throughout the entire movie too. Like, you don't get that kind of humor and land as often as, usual. But with this one specifically, he was very high voice like this, and then like he gets like hot coffee splashed on him like 4 times, and it works every time. The score also was like whimsical and yodeling, but intense when it needed to be. I kind of found that to be, I thought that was great. Costume design for Natalie Emanuel was also good. She had a different hairstyle every single time she was shown on camera.
She's beautiful.
And they had fantastic fashion throughout the entire movie. The set pieces were great. They had very cool, different specific locations, and they always had good wide shots of them. I just overall, it felt like a fun, enjoyable movie. Also, when they did that first underground safe cracking event, I felt like TJ could have invited us to it. Like that's like a Red Bull event run. You,
Like a Red
you
Bull
know,
safe
like
cracking event. That's
yeah,
funny.
I was like, what the hell is this? But everyone was like hyped, like, oh, this guy can crack a safe, crazy, like super loud in there, worst conditions for crack safing of all time. But
I didn't get that at all, and they did it all.
Either
Every
did
time
I.
he went to crack a safe, he turned music on.
I know.
But
That
I get
also bothered.
they were.
Yeah.
I want to get your guys' take on the whole like CG inside of the safe, because if they did a good job of making it feel as though he was communicating with the safe,
Mm-hmm.
which is great.
Right.
But
Yes.
I don't know. It got to be a bit much. They did it so much.
So much. Yes, they could have definitely toned that down a little bit and probably cut off another 10 minutes of the movie. Maybe do a little snap to it. I know they wanted to do like the interior working gears of the safe and how advanced it was. They wanted to show you that so many times, but like after a while, we get it.
They very clearly built some sort of technology and just realized they could copy and paste a lot of it, and they were like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we'll
didn't
just
even
keep
know what
doing
I
this.
was looking at half the time when they did the inside of the safe shots.
So this movie's just over 2 hours long. That probably only would have cut like 5 minutes out of it anyways.
Mm-hmm.
It was fine. I'm just nitpicking.
Nitpicking.
So the cast, we mentioned Dieter and Natalie Emanuel. Dieter is played by Matthias Schweighofer. I think I said that right, but probably not. Rubio Fee is Karina. Stuart Martin is Brad Cage.
Schweighofer.
Schweig. And then Guz Khan is Rolf. I liked Rolf. Brad Cage was the perfect
Brad Cage.
dick bag. Yeah. I mean, they said it, and I was like, that's just Brad Pitt and Nick Cage. And then they actually talk about it later in the movie. Like, yeah. This guy's just a moron.
This guy looks like Hugh Jackman's son.
I was thinking he'd be
That just
great
sucks.
for Wolverine.
He would. He's too tall, though.
I mean, Hugh Jackman was tall.
Was he?
Yeah, he's like 6'3".
I don't know. This guy looks like he's 6'4". Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well.
It would work, though.
Anybody else jump out at you? Do you guys care about anybody else? Like the cop, maybe?
I didn't really care for the cop at all.
I think
Yeah, he's chasing him, but you just knew.
Dieter carried this movie. Dieter and Natalie Emanuel carried
Absolutely.
this movie.
Mhm.
And there's nothing wrong with that because they're your two main characters. So, what didn't you like about this, Mark?
Got a little predictable, I think, with Nick Cage, the whole double cross type scenario. Well, it wasn't really a double cross. It was just betrayal. That was I thoroughly enjoyed this. So I think that's about it. It just seemed a little predictable at times. I didn't like the what it was like the FBI, the international FBI. What are they? Interpol. I didn't like the Interpol guy. I was like, dude, this guy just has a stick up his ass at all times.
But
So
he
much.
yelled at everybody too.
He was just
kind of a
mad
dick.
because he got shot by that Brad Cage guy.
Except he
at
didn't
one point?
really get shot.
Yeah.
He had a flask.
Yeah,
and the flask stopped the whatever.
Yeah, I was over that guy.
Yeah, it didn't really add up because it's like, okay, you have this whole zombie apocalypse going on, and you're going to just let this one agent get all worked up because of his personal issue with a specific person on this heist squad and take all of your resources and shit to get, like, to catch them and all that. It just didn't really make too much sense. I would think that they would focus more on the zombie thing, but yeah, this guy just had an issue with this team.
I also thought, do you think that Zack Snyder's a douchebag? Like in real life?
Probably.
Probably, right?
I would think the majority of directors and people in the movie industry are douchebags in real life, besides Keanu Reeves.
That's a good point. Thank you for pointing that out. The problem I had is that he still does douchebaggy things. Like the girl who is a master hacker is also a DJ, and she only DJs her own music that she makes.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, ugh, gross. Like you don't have to make these people, all of them, the most interesting man on the planet.
Yeah, and they're playing beer pong, and if they're allowing bounces, it just doesn't make sense. I'm like, that's not how you play beer pong. First of all, his elbow is way over the table.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that, and they're probably
Yeah.
just taking it easy on him.
Being a douche.
Did you notice that he also wears suspenders and a belt?
Who, Dieter?
Yes,
I didn't notice that.
I did, and it really bothered me.
Okay.
Called Fashion Smithers.
Fashion. get with
catch
it.
up.
You don't need two. I mean, are his pants that big?
I mean,
Just
look
buy
at me,
smaller
dude.
pants.
It's
He
all
does
right.
have. He
You look
actually
great.
had really tight pants to begin with. So
I don't really know what to say about that. I didn't really expect all of us to come in and say this movie was great, but it kind of was.
it was good.
I think it was a little too long. It's my other issue. I'm like, this didn't need to be 2 hours.
I
I'm
agree with that.
surprised you didn't come in hot saying like they didn't even murder anybody.
Yeah, that's fine though.
That's because a good heist doesn't kill people.
Yeah. This is a good movie to like watch with somebody else. This is a movie where you don't have to be into something specifically like Dune. You have to have
Sci-fi.
some
You
interest
gotta
in
love sci-fi.
sci-fi.
Yeah.
You don't have to love zombies. Like, they don't even bring in zombies. That's why Kelly liked this movie. Kelly watched it with me, and she's like, ooh, maybe I should watch Army of the Dead. And I'm just like, you probably won't like that.
No. Erica watched Army of the Dead with me, and I made her. She was playing Switch, but like she watched and she was laughing.
Mhm.
Like there were legitimately funny parts of this movie.
Yeah.
And I think that was mostly because of Matthias Schweighöfer.
Schweighöfer.
He was great.
Schweighöfer. All right. I guess we can kind of wrap this up because I don't really have anything else to say.
All right.
So what's next? Next week is Eternals.
Eternals.
People are shitting on Eternals.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Really?
that's just like people that are anti-social justice warrior. I truly can't keep up with the dumb arguments on the internet anymore.
Yeah, it's the whole. It seems like a lot of people are having an issue with. I'm sure they bring in a lot of social commentary, which I don't know how that really makes sense with the superheroes they're in the future, right?
No, they've been here forever.
Okay,
It's
they've been here.
present day.
Okay. Anyways, I mean, the director you have is
Chloe Zhao.
yeah, she did Nomadland. So
Yeah, that,
you have to assume there's going to be some of that in this type of movie, and I just don't feel like that was a good choice. I feel like Marvel's now like, oh, we gotta just go into every genre. Of
We
movie
have
and
this
just
platform. It's
choose the best.
inclusion.
And it's like, no, at some point, you're going to really piss off these people that love.
I mean, it sounds like they got nobody
source
to do it
material.
though.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm excited to see Kumail. I'm excited for Salma Hayek. We got the Game
Jon
of Thrones
Snow?
bros.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Robb
think this is gonna be
Stark?
pretty good.
We'll see.
Well, other than
I'm
the Chloe
looking
Zhao
forward
part,
to it.
because I fucking hated Nomadland.
Yeah.
I think we all did.
That's a
But
very fart sniffy movie.
It's very
Yeah.
different. This should be a very different style of movie. So I don't know.
Time will tell.
I can't wait
excited
for our
another
next
Marvel
draft,
movie,
though.
Would
I can't wait for our next draft. People who just won't die.
Like in real life or in movies?
No, in movies, people who just won't die.
Okay.
Like fucking
Instantly
Michael
thought of
Myers.
Somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I instantly thought of a lot of people.
Yeah. That's definitely the best draft. So
Sure.
let's do it.
Okay, fair enough. I think that's going to wrap this up. We're not working on anything else right now, right?
Nope.
Get your tickets for C2E2 in December. We'll be there, McCormick Place, Chicago.
Brick's going.
Yep, it's confirmed.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
All right.
All
Thanks
right, I
for
got to take
tuning
a
in,
shit. Let's
everybody.
get out of here.
Thanks for tuning in. This is episode 260 something. We will see you next week. Until next time.
Chumps out, motherfuckers.
Ciao.
Maybe.